As in the previous video, I told that we will discuss the last topic, but now only just I have seen that in the revised syllabus, the last topic has been removed. So we are not going to study the last topic. Okay, the electric circuit. So today we will discuss the question answers. Not all the question answers, but few question answers we will discuss in the next video. Then I will continue the topic, and also we will discuss the question answers which were asked in the previous last 10 years board question papers. Okay, so and what you have to do, you have to see the question and answer very nicely, and already it is already related to the chapter which we have already discussed. So before going to the question answers, you should first revise the all the contents of the chapter, all the topics which we covered sorry, all the topics which we covered in the chapter. Then only you will be able to understand the question, and the answers will be reflecting in your mind. Okay, so few questions we will discuss today, and the next video again we will continue the discussion of the question answers of the chapter magnetic effects of electric current. So the first question is, why does a compass needle gets deflected when brought near a bar magnet? Okay, whenever you may see, whenever you will be bringing the compass needle, you will see some deflections. Okay, so why there is? Because the compass needle is made to show the deflections according to the magnetic field. It shows north pole and south pole. So around the magnet, means there will be a magnetic field. Where there is a magnet means the region around the magnet there will be the magnetic field. So the magnetic field will force the needle to get deflect according to the direction, according to the bar magnet. It will show the direction north pole and south pole. The second question is, what is the role of the split ring in an electric motor? So the split rings electric motor already we have studied. So that is why I told all that before going to the question answers, first you have to study all the contents of the chapter. Then easily you will be able to understand the question answers. So what is the role of the split rings in an electric motor? Split ring acts as a commutator, and its function is to reverse the direction of current flowing through the coil. Whenever the current is flowing in the coil, the direction is being reversed by using split rings. Okay, that is the main work of a split rings. It acts as a commutator which helps you to reverse the direction of current which is flowing through the coil. Explain different ways to induce current in a coil. In any coil, when we want to induce current, so that ways we have to tell, that two ways already we have studied. So the first way is, when a magnet is moved towards or away from the coil, the current is induced in the coil. Okay, suppose any coil is there. Suppose this is any coil, and suppose this is magnet. Whenever any magnet is brought near to the coil, or suppose any magnet is there which you will take away from the coil. This is coil, this is your magnet. Okay, so whenever the magnet is moved near or away from the coil, the current will be induced. And the second way is, when the current passing through a coil changes, then the current is induced in the coil placed in it. Okay, whenever through any coil the current is flowing, then there also, and when the current get changes, okay, in the coil, when there is already the current is flowing and it gets changed, okay, if there is any change in the current, then you will be finding that the current will be induced in the coil placed near it. Next is, list three methods of producing magnetic fields. Okay, how to produce magnetic field? Three methods you have to tell. First one is passing electric current through straight conductor. Okay, suppose this is a straight conductor. When the electric current will flow through the straight conductor, then you will find there will be magnetic fields around the conductor. This is your first point. Passing electric circuit through a circular loop. Okay, when suppose any circular loop is there, if you pass the current through it, then also you will be finding the magnetic field around it. Okay, and the third point is passing electric current through solenoid. Solenoid also already you have discussed. Okay, solenoid also you have already discussed. That is, we know what is solenoid. That is, large number of circular turns are there. Okay, large number of circular turns are there. North pole and south pole, it is there, it is connected, the current flows are there. So here also, when you will pass a current through solenoid, you will be producing magnetic field. Two circular coils A and B. Okay, two coils are there, A and B. Two circular coils are there, A and B, close to each other. Suppose this is a coil A, suppose this is coil B. Okay, two coils A and B, they are placed close to each other. If the current in the coil A is changed, suppose here any changes is there in the current I, so will some current be induced in coil B? So what will happen? So something will be happened or not? So yes, already we have discussed this topic. So yes, current will be induced in coil B. When the current in coil A is changed, the magnetic field around is also changed. Okay, in the coil A, whenever the current will get changed, means the magnetic field get also changed. And as the two coils, coil A and coil B, both are close to each other, so that is why the magnetic field around the coil B will also get changed, and hence the current will be induced in coil B. Next one is, a constant current flows in a horizontal wire in the plane of the paper from east to west as shown in the figure. Okay, east to west. Here you can see this is the east west north direction. So the current is flowing from east to west. Okay, the direction of magnetic field at point the direction of magnetic field at a point will be north to south. So what we have to tell, the direction of magnetic field around this one. Okay, you have seen we have having the four options: directly above the wire, directly below the wire, at the point located in the plane of the paper on the north side of the wire, at a point located in the plane of the paper the south side of the wire. So according to the right hand thumb rule, what will happen? The answer is B. Okay, the answer is B, means what? Directly below the wire. Okay, here already you can see, according to the right hand thumb rule, when the conductor is held in right hand, keeping thumb from east to west as shown in the figure, the curve of the finger will be from north to south, lying directly below the wire. So you can use your right hand and you can point out the thumb from east to west, and you will find that the curve of the finger will be from north to south at a point lying directly below the wire. So that is why the answer is below the wire. So the next one is, the strength of magnetic field inside a long current carrying straight solenoid. Okay, again solenoid question came, so that is why solenoid topic is also very important. So what is the strength of magnetic field inside the solenoid? First one, more at the ends than at the center. Second option, minimum in the middle. Third option, same at all points. And last option is found to increase from one end to other. Already we have studied the topic solenoid and we know it is a very strong magnet. So definitely there will be what? Same. Okay, the answer will be, so C will be your answer. That is same at all the points. The strength of magnetic field lines inside a long current carrying straight solenoid is same at all the points, because the magnetic field lines are straight, parallel to the axis of solenoid, and uniform magnetic field exists inside the solenoid. Okay, that is only objective question. The reason has been given to you to understand. Okay, but in the exam, when the objective time question will come, only you have to write the correct option. Answer option A, option B, option C, or option D. Okay, out of the alternative answers, you have to select any one correct alternatives. Also here only we are giving about the description of the answer, so that you can easily understand that why the answer is B, why the answer is C. Okay, in the exam you don't need to write the reason unless and until it is being asked in the question. Okay, if it is asked in the question, means you have to write the reason. Otherwise, in 1 mark question, it is never asked. Okay, so the next one you can see, force on a conductor, current carrying conductor in a magnetic field depends. So force, okay, in a current carrying conductor? It depends upon option A, direction of current, B, direction of magnetic field, C, both A and B, D, length of the wire. So already this one also we have studied. We know it depends upon the direction of current. It also depends upon the direction of magnetic field. So it means our answer is C, both A and B. The direction of force on the conductor depends upon direction of current, also as well as it depends on the direction of magnetic field. Next, see, this question has been asked in 2016, just recent 3 years back. So what is meant by the magnetic field? Magnetic field means what? Suppose this is a magnet, okay, so the region around it, okay, the space, okay, this is space around the magnet is known as what? Magnetic field. The field around the magnet is known as magnetic field, or in other words, what we can say, the moving electric charge in which the force of magnetism act. Any charge is there in which the magnetism acts, or you can say the magnetic field is the region or the area around the magnetic material. See this next question. How is the direction of magnetic field at the point determined? This question has been asked in 2012. So how we will define? Simply we can define by placing a small compass. So compass needle will show you the direction of magnetic field. Okay, to determine the direction of magnetic field, we need a small compass needle. Identify the poles of a magnet in the figure. It is asked in 2009. Okay, so now how you will define which is north pole, how you will define which is south pole. So already we know, suppose this is a bar magnet, and we should remember that always the flow of, okay, always the flow will be from north to south. Okay, suppose this is north, this is south, so the flow will be from north to south. Okay, for example, suppose this is north, this is south, so the flow will be from in this direction. From, so anyway, wherever will be the position, it will always from north to south. So here you can see it is flowing from here to here. North to south means definitely this point will be what? North, and this point will be what? South. Here you can see north and south. Okay, so you should remember that the flow lines will be always from north pole to south pole. Draw a diagram to show magnetic field due to a bar magnet in a given region. This one also we have discussed in the chapter. So already we know, normally we discuss in north pole, north to south it will flow, and you will here will finding the curve at the center, the line will be straight, other end you will be finding the curve lines. Okay, already had studied in the chapter. So this diagram also you should remember, it was also as in 2016. Name the rule which gives the direction of induced current in a conductor. So for induced current in a conductor, we need Fleming's right hand rule. Okay, what we need? Fleming's right hand rule. This is also a 1 mark question. How is induced current in a secondary coil related to current in primary coil? See, already we know coil 1 or coil 2, or coil 1 and coil 2, that one already we discussed now, that coil A, if there will be any change in coil A, so it will affect any induced current in coil B. So here also coil A, coil B can be termed as primary coil and secondary coil. So if there will be any change in primary coil, means definitely the current will be induced in secondary coil. So see the question, how is induced current in secondary coil related to current in primary coil? So if there will be any change in primary coil, definitely it will affect, or definitely the current will be induced in secondary coil. This one also we have studied in induced current topic with diagram. Okay, this is a 3 mark question. You can see 3 questions has been asked in this. Okay, first question is, what are magnetic field lines? Then this is one question means 1 mark. Second, how is the direction of magnetic field at a point determined? This is second question, 1 mark. Third question, mention 2 important properties of magnetic field lines. So in one question 3 questions has been asked, means it carries 3 marks question, and you will get 1 marks each for each correct answers. Okay, the first question was what are magnetic field lines? So the imaginary lines representing magnetic field around a magnet. Suppose this is a magnet, so the field lines, okay, these imaginary lines, these are known as what? Magnetic field lines. The imaginary lines representing magnetic field around a magnet are known as magnetic field lines. Second question is how the direction of magnetic field is determined? It is determined by using Maxwell's right hand thumb rule. How to determine the magnetic field at the point? By using Maxwell's right hand thumb rule. The third question is mention 2 important properties of magnetic field lines. The 2 important properties are, first one is they are closed and continuous curve, and second is they never intersect each other. These 2 properties also we have discussed when we studied the magnetic field topic. So the rest of the questions we will discuss in the next video. Hope so you all are happy, and prepare the notes, study nicely and prepare a good note so that you can study. Okay, thank you.